Uh, I guess I just want to record a video talking about, well, in my opinion, what the fuck? Why is there 5 people? What? Huh? Yeah, what the hell? Why is there 5? What the? I got lost. I got lost in my train of thought. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna talk about my experience of watching BFDIA 25 in Gameoverse. If the fucking lobby would load. God damn it, I just want to record a video. This is the shit I have to deal with it. Do we really? Yeah, I'm taking the chance to just not do that. Public lobbies. Why would I pick up? Hornet, Biganza. What do we even want to do? Wait, where I don't have a thing. Why is there so many fucking people in 1.5? I need to go get 1.5. Anyways, I just want to do a game of Mario 64. What I talk about at BFDIA 25 in Gameoverse. You know, the whole point of this fucking thing. Anyways, I'll just play regular Mario 64. Anyways, firstly, I guess I would want to talk about BFDIA 25, as that's what I watched first. Yeah, this was a little bit ago, so if I get things wrong, then bite me, I guess. Anyways, I thought BFDIA 25 was like a banger episode, though. Like an actual banger of a topic. Like, it was probably the best season finale there was. Now, grant me, there probably isn't much competition. I don't think any other finale really came close to this on a level of well, pizzazz, Cloud, Aura. But hey, I just want to say it was pretty good. It was honestly really nice. Seeing Fiery and Leafy's friendship get expanded on. In this episode, and not just have it be in the back burner of the story. Like B post split. Yeah, that was honestly kind of bad. I mean, I'm not really a personal fan of the Fiery Leafy conflict, but I definitely think BFDIA 25 really made me appreciate that Fire actually still cares about Leafy. You know, I'm also kind of sad that, you know, book 1 the season, I was really rooting. Did I just fucking say rooting? Rooting. I was rooting for Needle to win, because I like Needle a little more, but well, whatever, man. Or as the great Frau says, whatever. You can't win them all. Snowball got eliminated. Needy got eliminated. God forbid anyone else get all of my favorite characters get eliminated, but whatever. It's just a kind of thing. Sometimes you just have to suck it up, you know, suck it up. Hey, suck it up, Buttercup. You know, whatever. Anyways, I guess I should have the episode. You know, crazy dog. I would call it crazy, but really that's just any BFDIA episode. Like, the challenge could be to eat a sandwich, and somehow a world-ending event would happen. I'm fully convinced of it. You just can't. You just can't with this season sometimes. It's just like, see, I do feel like BFDIA definitely has more consistent writing. It's always a little crazy, you know? But in like the fun way, where it's like, you still can follow a basic train of plot. You know, it's just getting crazier. Like, just imagine, you watch 5, you're a new BFDI fan. You watch BFDI 5e, you thought it was a good episode. You turn up BFDIA 6, and you're just so out of the loop, you have no goddamn clue what's going on. It's just kind of the fundamental thing you're gonna have to accept, is that it's not gonna be a perfect transition, but it's still a pretty darn good one. Fuck off, Gluto. Anyways, I was holding the A button, pal. I was holding the A button. Anyways, yeah, I honestly like the episode. You know, seeing Evil Leafy as a villain is actually kind of interesting. I did not expect. I honestly did not expect Book and Leafy to interact this much throughout the season. You know, kind of weird, you know. I mean, they are kind of similar. It's like Book is Leafy's nicer half, if you know what I mean. Like, for what Leafy is in attempts to niceness, Book is genuine niceness, if that makes any sense. Like, on one hand, they're pretty parallel in some aspects. In others, they can't be more different. So it was nice to see them interact. Also, that scene where Book, like, saves Leafy and tells her to run. Kind of fucking crazy, man. Man, they did Flower dirty, though. I kind of like the Flower. Kind of like how Flower really gets fucked this season. Like, nobody likes her. That's kind of what Flower is. And she's a nobody. She's a person that nobody likes. Nobody. Jesus. No. Anyways. After I watched BFDI finale, you know, I should probably give a little story about it. Anyways, I was seeing stuff about Gameoverse all over my, like, YouTube Shorts feed, even though I'm on, like, TV, so YouTube Shorts kind of acts differently for me. I was still watching a lot about Gameoverse. So, Gameoverse was on my mind. So, I was like, well, I've already watched BFDIA, pal. I might as well watch Gamer. I mean, it's a rule of thumb. You watch one. Note, I have not watched much of Glitch's other productions. I watched some of the Amazing Digital Circus. Like, sporadic. I think it was 1, 2, and 6 I've watched. No, 1, 6, and 8 that I've watched. Other than that, I don't really have much experience with Glitch Productions. Or hell, even SMG4. I mean, I haven't watched much of SMG4 since the lawsuit arc. But, yeah, that's just kind of... What can I say? I really, really like game. I know that it definitely has some problems to it, but I'm fully willing to ignore them. I mean, I watch BFDI, if that's consolation. So it being a little simple is kind of... You know, sometimes things don't have to be ultra complicated, especially for like a first episode or even the pilot. It definitely sets up what Gameoverse will be and what to expect from Gameoverse, which is honestly a fair thing to do for a pilot. You know, pilot, yeah, it's a fair thing to do. It's a fair thing to do. Honestly, I'm quite happy with what I saw from Gameoverse. Firstly, I do not expect J Sled here. I don't think I've watched much of J Sled's content. You know, like there was there was the Dream SMP, which I didn't watch because I just didn't like the Dream SMP, which I think is just kind of something I'll discuss maybe at a later time if anyone really cares to. But whatever, man. I don't really care about Dream SMP. I didn't really care about J Sled as a content creator, but they say I found him quite surprising. It was definitely the most jarring thing about the pilot from a first watch, but hey, you know, you can't. It's just something. You know, you kind of get used to it after a while. You know, definitely the criticism about the pilot not having many body types for women is entirely valid. I like the main characters. There's like, out of the two main females, they really are the same build, which is very much different. Like compared to like Gobbles and like Fold and Caboodle. Yeah, it's honestly quite prevalent. But but maybe this will be fixed over in episode 2 or maybe episode 1. Whatever, man, whatever. And I just exited the castle. What the fuck am I doing? And I mean, I watched BFDIA, so the pacing wasn't really that bad. It wasn't really you know, that bad. It was a good pilot. I'm a simple man to please, I guess. You know, you give me something at least I find entertaining. I'll do. Like, I'm not as, and I'll like it. Like, I watched the Mario movie. I wouldn't say it's that good as a movie, but as a Mario project, it was fine. Pacing was out of whack for the Mario movie. But compared to like the Mario movie, which I think really had bad pacing, and it just really didn't stick to the thing, I think Gameoverse has it covered. And it's fair to criticize media for a valid reason. Like, I understand you don't like the pacing, so it's fair to complain about that, even if I personally disagree. And you can make points which, like, I agree upon, but just saying you hate something for the hate of it is just kind of sucky, lame, unconstructive, all those things. And plus, I still think you gotta give, like, Gameoverse its fair chance. You know, not all projects come out perfect, like, at the Wimworks. And we're definitely dealing with some. We're definitely dealing with some. Definitely dealing with a pilot here, so I'm not too concerned with it. If it's this good already, I think once we get to like a majority of the actual plot points of the series, you know, we kind of get to know the Gameoverse. I think a lot of these problems will be solved. Maybe not the body type problem, but you know, I can look past that. I mean, I'm not personally much in the character design. My avatar for YouTube is just that ice monkey from BFDIA with a sweater on. But whatever, man. Whatever. There's not really much I can complain about. I think they look good, so I have no problems. And I know that I'm not probably the best person to review Gameoverse, that I'm just rambling while playing Mario 64, but, you know, it takes a simpleton like me who hasn't really reviewed indie media before to get a new perspective on this stuff. Or at least that's how I'll validate it. You know, nobody's really gonna see this. And if they do, they probably will not even complain about this. Like, oh, your opinions are wrong because of blah blah. So why are you even watching this video then? I always welcome other opinions because it just feels like if you get in your own echo chamber for a little too long, you just kind of harder for you to accept others' opinions. And it's fair to criticize BFDI. I mean, yeah. You know, on the topic of criticization, I mean, there was one kid, for context, I'm in this sort of game club. I say I'm cool with most of the people there. Some of them are my friends, some of them are just randoms I meet for gaming club. They're all pretty cool. Except there's one kid. Should I name him? He's not gonna watch this fucking video. His name's Lucas. No, if you know, I have a guy, if I have a friend. This is not the same guy. You know, he's one of my friends. He's a YouTube channel called Gameoverse. This Lucas is a different Lucas. I know 3 Lucases. Fucking, by the way. Shit. Okay. Anyways, in fact, one's like. I will just. Nah, yeah, I'll leave it at that. I don't think my friend would really want it. I don't think I want really to cover any more of this, but let's just say there's this Lucas here that doesn't watch my content. That I'm not personally very well. Let's just say connect with, or personally I don't really like them as a person. They're rather, I'll say, annoying. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. We don't agree on a lot of things, and we constantly have arguments about how I play Smash. I don't really play Smash, so my strategy is usually to try and just and whenever playing 8-player Smash, I usually try and just, I don't know, fight one person at a time. So usually I just have times where I just sit in a corner. It's a pretty effective strategy. You know, I get to keep my life. People fight each other. All that. We get into these huge arguments about whether we nearly got kicked out of the game we were playing because of all this huge argument me and Lucas got into. I find him wrong. Anyways, this guy really just hates BFDI with Vendetta. Except for Season 1. Like, I understand if you find Teapot a little too edgy, but just the entirety of BFDI, and you're watching the season that was created by 2 12-year-olds, man, you've not watched the season. I feel like he's not watched much of Teapot. I mean, he would like BFDIA, but of course he wouldn't fucking try it. Yeah. Hey, listen, I can't change a man's mind by himself by rambling to a recording, but you know, it's just my personal vendetta against him. That's just my personal gripe against this man, you know. Because of my personal biases against a man. Did I just fucking die to the watch for Rolling Rocks? Yeah. Anyways, it's just my personal bias against a man. Because, you know, he's rather annoying. And he has disagreeing opinions with me. And he's ill-informed about topics I know a lot more about than him. Dog, I'm fucking stupid. Nope, I'm not dealing. Okay. Ow! Okay, I guess I'll stop the recording right here. I grabbed like 6 stars, so oh wait, let me just, I'm gonna, okay, see you later guys, see you soon. My name's Icy, and and to all the people who have this ring opinions with me, you're valid too, pal. So live free and ice on, baby.